All right, so Chris and I finally finished watching Daredevil Born Again. We just watched the last episode of this first season, the inaugural season of the new show. It is getting a second season, which is happening next year. We're also getting a new season of The Punisher, which is coming, I believe, next year, hopefully. Um, anyway, let's review the season. So I gotta say, I my initial take on this was that it took them a long time to get somewhere. The first, like, arguably the first 85% of the show is Matt Murdock doing everything he can to not be Daredevil and just getting outclassed and outplayed by Fisk at every turn. And I finally feel like the last two episodes got us back into the action that had made the first seasons of Daredevil so much fun. I think I know Chris and I watched like all of the original Netflix shows when they were airing, right, as they were coming out, and they were amazing shows, all of them. We loved every single one of those shows, from Daredevil to Luke Cage. We had what Iron Fist. You had um, Jessica Jones, The Defenders, like all of those shows coming together, and they were all brilliantly done. But one of the things that I always loved about the initial Daredevil run on Netflix was the attention to detail when it came to the fight scenes. There was a ton of action, and they did a lot of choreography and some of these amazing unedited shots. There's this one hallway shot in particular I remember where it was just, I don't remember how many minutes long it was, but it was just this constant, just choreographed, unedited shot of this fight sequence in a hallway. And all of that was missing through the first like 85% of Daredevil Born Again. I think that the overall arc of this season will make more sense once we get into season 2, but I do have to say that overall I loved the last 2 episodes. The other 7 I'm just kind of like, you know, not my favorite Daredevil. Good, but not my favorite. It definitely missed the Netflix days of stuff. But one thing I will say, the saving grace here is that for all the people who were saying, oh, they're not doing the violence with the Disney Plus version. It's not, you know, you need to watch the last episode because literally that final scene with Fisk, Chris was sitting here with me kind of shrieking, "Oh my God, I can't believe what just happened. Oh my God, that's horrible, horrible." Um, and unleashing the Punisher in this episode, I feel like in many ways this is a setup for that next season of Punisher, as well as what is to come in the second season of this reboot. I would be very interested if they're going to take this beyond 2 seasons. I guess we'll wait and see. But we've kind of gotten to the point now where Matt Murdock is back to being Daredevil, sort of, because we still have a lot of unresolved plot lines at the end of this first season, like what's going to happen with his girlfriend, the therapist, what's going to happen with his lawyer partner, what's going to happen to the law firm, like what are all these things that are going to happen. Obviously Foggy's not here anymore. Karen still is. We still have Frank Castle. There's still people in Matt Murdock's life, but we still have a lot of unresolved threads at the end of this first season. So I think at the end of the day, I did quite enjoy. Chris, if you she's over in the corner now. If you were to rate on like 1 to 10, how would you rate this season of Daredevil? Huh? Seven? Seven? She says a seven. I would yeah, like a 6 or a 7. It's not as good as the Netflix. It was too slow. Yeah. She's in the corner. I need to have her do the reviews with me. Anyways, um, I think that for me personally, I miss the camaraderie with a lot of the other characters that are missing because they came back and did a reboot. And so, you know. But it was nice for Fisk to take the mask off by the end of this season, as well as Vanessa, while Daredevil puts his mask back on, so to speak. So everyone is finally back to being who they really are, and they're no longer pretending to be who they aren't. Um, Overall, good run. Just, I definitely think that they have room to punch upwards, and I hope that they do so in the second season. Like I said, for me, the final two episodes in this season were the best. Overall, like Chris gave it a 7. I would give it a 6 overall with this season. Um, I'm looking forward to season 2. I'm definitely looking forward to more of John Bernthal as the Punisher. So I'm really looking forward to a new season of the Punisher. And given that they actually gave us some violence, mayhem, and fight choreography in the last two episodes, I'd say it's safe to say that we can at least expect to see more of the same in future seasons of either of these shows. So hopefully we get more. I'm around for it. I do like these characters and I like these actors, so that's my review of season 1 of Daredevil Born Again. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams at around 5 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch. See you guys tomorrow.